Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Ultimate Edition 14 Roman Reigns figure from Mattel. Obviously, Roman Reigns' Universal title run at the moment, and as of the recording of this video, is pretty much legendary. I don't even know how many, it's been many hundreds of days, but yeah. So, you know, obviously a top star with a really cool look and a great figure. So let's take a look at it. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, Roman here looks fantastic, and honestly, you would expect that from, you know, a figure of their top star. And not only that, but, you know, we've had a number of Roman figures over the past, you know, few years, so they've had time to perfect the formula. And yeah, just not only that, but Roman has a cool look. I mean, you know, I might be the biggest Roman fan by any measure, but like, he looks like cool as hell. And, you know, definitely cannot deny that. And they totally just get that across with this figure. You know, the head sculpt, just absolutely fantastic, spot on. Great job with the hair too. Just has that, like, the volume that looks real. We get down the tattoos and just absolutely crisp with the tampografts. And yeah, just looks absolutely fantastic there. The glove, spot on. Really nice crisp details there as well. You know, pants are nice, just plain black plastic cargo pants. Same with the boots. And but yeah, silhouette, absolutely perfect. Yeah, just overall a very, very cool looking figure of a cool looking wrestler. So yeah, that's aesthetics. When it comes to accessories, we get a loadout that is befitting of a sports entertainer of Roman stature, and, you know, might be amongst my favorite of the Ultimate Editions, and that's saying something. And so yeah, let's just jump right into it. And right off the bat, right out of the box, we get, of course, our requisite C-grips for hands, and for a swappable set of hands, we have the just straight up fists. And then we move on to the head sculpts, which is probably my favorite part, because these are three very distinct head sculpts, and not a lot of time, you don't see that a lot of times, you usually see variations, but, you know, right out of the box, we get the very stern, very determined, hair down look, just really, really well done. Just almost looks like a photograph, just really super well sculpted head sculpt. Then we get the next step, the kind of more casual hair in the bun, you know, kind of relaxed, you know, but ready to do an interview or a, you know, kind of cut a specific type of promo sort of look. Very, very nicely done. You know, just very, again, looks distinct from the stern look. And then finally we get this just amazing screaming head, just fantastic sculpt. Even the details in the teeth are done just absolutely spectacularly, top and bottom. And then we get the kind of flowing hair, and you know, kind of looks like a lost soul from Doom if you look at it from the side, which is just like amazing, just really, really cool. So yeah, so that's all the heads. Then we move on to apparel, and we get the Ulafala, the kind of necklace of chilies, and looks really, really good. Great sculpt. Love the shade of red they used here. Just definitely pops. That takes a little bit of work to get it to lay right, but I mean, it's definitely a cool addition. And then we get the t-shirt for the bloodline. Very, very clearly printed, especially at this size, which is impressive. And on the back, we get the We the Ones. As you can see, split up a little bit because obviously the opening is the Velcro here on the back. And then finally, we get the Universal title, the blue leather, and you know, just the kind of standard WWE side plates. I kind of wish this was a little shinier, like some of the other belts, but, you know, other than that, still obviously a needed and good addition. So that's accessories. When it comes to articulation, this is an Ultimate Edition, so you know it's all good here. And, you know, yeah, let's break that down top to bottom as we do. So starting at the head, we are on that ball joint, and or barbell joint rather. And you know, this head with the hair, you know, obviously you're not going to get it any up. You get a little bit of down. The other heads, that's very, very different. The one with the bun, you kind of get full movement, and the one with the hair back, you get a little bit more as well. Obviously, even though the hair is very pliable, you do even get the tiniest bit of tilt here, kind of working with it. It depends on how far down you seat the head. I've noticed that with some of these, you know, you can push them down further onto the peg than others. So it is what it is. Then we come down to the arms. We have our butterfly joint, very, very generous. Pretty sure this is the same buck as the Rock. Let me come into our T just excellently. We have bicep swivel. We have double jointed elbows. If I can get the lower half to move there. There we go. So we can fold in half. Then come to the wrists. We are hinge and swivel, all horizontal. Come to our diaphragm, ball joint there. So we're coming that far forward, arching that far back. There's our neutral. We get our rotation at the hips, or at the waist rather, then at the hips, coming out about that far, not complete splits, but definitely very, very respectable. Come to the thigh, and we have our, pardon the lack of focus there. There we go. We got our thigh swivel. We have our double jointed knees folding completely in half. Then we get boot cut. We get, oh, I didn't warm this one up yet. There we go. So we get that insane point that we get with these figures. We get the insane forward. We get the tiny, tiny, tiny bit of rocker, not really too much to speak of, and then the toe joint. So that's articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other wrestling figures. With some Hasbro. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with an articulated Icons Oni and yours truly in human form as an articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on the WWE Ultimate Edition 14 Roman Reigns figure is that this is a kick-ass figure. As someone who is not a mark for Roman Reigns, however, is definitely a mark for the whole WWE Ultimate Editions. Like, this is absolutely worth having in your collection. Certainly if you're collecting Ultimate Editions, if you like WWE figures, absolutely if you're a Roman Reigns fan. And certainly just if you collect wrestling figures, this is absolutely worth having. The aesthetics, the articulation, the accessories, just everything's really, really good here. So yeah, with that being said, I will be putting links in the description below to where you can pick yours up from some of my favorite online retailers. And yeah, so I hope you check that out if you are interested. And beyond that, I want to thank you so much for watching. And if you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining, I hope you please comment, like, subscribe, and or share. And you know, yeah, I appreciate all of that. And if you want to take it a step further and help me even more, there'll be ways to do that at the bottom of the description as well. So please, please, please check those out. And with all of that being said, I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.